Hey parents, I'm here today to tell you, I see you. I see the sleepless nights, the endless research, and the frustration of trying everything to help your child, only to feel like nothing is truly working. So if you have a child that's struggling with things like autism, ADHD, epilepsy, PANS, PANDAS, allergies, asthma, you name it, you've likely been down every road possible. You've tried the specialists, the therapies, the diets, the supplements, and yet you're still searching for some real lasting change. So what if I told you that there's a crucial piece to that puzzle that almost every doctor, therapist, and even many holistic practitioners completely overlook? It's something that could finally help all of those other treatments to actually work the way that they're supposed to. Stick with me here for a few minutes and I'll explain exactly what that missing link is and why it's the first thing that needs to be addressed before any therapy, diet, or treatment can actually take hold. So let's get into it. Most parents are told that their child's struggles are because of genetics, gut issues, or diet alone. And while those things do play a role, they aren't the root cause. The nervous system is. Your child's nervous system develops first in the womb. It's the master control system that regulates everything else like gut health, immune function, sensory processing, behavior, emotions, sleep, you name it. But when the nervous system is overstressed and dysregulated, it's like trying to build a house on a cracked foundation. So think about it. You could buy the best furniture, top of the line appliances, and the most beautiful decor for your dream home. But if that foundation is unstable, the walls will crack, the floors sag, and the doors won't close properly. Until you fix the foundation, everything else will keep falling apart. This is why so many parents feel like they're spinning their wheels, because they're trying to fix the symptoms without addressing the foundation, the nervous system. Neurologically focused chiropractic care helps to stabilize that foundation, allowing every other therapy or intervention to actually work the way that it's intended to. Without this, progress can be slow, can be inconsistent, or just non-existent altogether. So, how does the nervous system get so stressed and dysregulated in the first place? This is what we call the perfect storm. It's not just one thing, it's actually a buildup of stressors that start long before symptoms ever show up. The first stressors often happen during the prenatal period. Things like family or relationship issues, fertility challenges, or high-risk pregnancies can all impact early nervous system development. Think of it this way. If mom's nervous system is stuck in fight or flight while the baby's developing in utero, the baby's nervous system will wire the exact same way. Then there's interventions at birth. Things like C-sections, forceps, vacuum extractions, and inductions can all cause stress and tension in key areas of the nervous system, especially physical trauma, right at the brainstem and at the vagus nerve. Next come early childhood stressors, things like falls, and they happen a lot, antibiotic use, toxin exposure, frequent medication use, and inflammatory triggers from our food and our environment that further overload the system. And over time, all of this builds up, pushing that nervous system into a constant fight or flight mode where regulation becomes nearly impossible. If that nervous system is overwhelmed and dysregulated, then everything else struggles, like sleep, digestion, behavior, motor skills, speech, focus, immune function. Most of those therapies that kids are in focus on the symptoms. They work from outside in, targeting their behaviors, their gut health, or their immune function before stabilizing the nervous system. But real healing happens from the inside out. The body follows a specific order of development. First, it's the nervous system, then comes the motor system. Third is the gut and immune system, and finally, brain development or their social emotional skills. And if we skip one and try to jump right to step 4, nothing holds. This is why so many parents see little to no progress with traditional approaches. But when we start with the nervous system, amazing things happen. Sleep improves, digestion regulates, emotions stabilize, and therapies like speech and OT become so much more effective. So this is where neurologically focused chiropractic care comes in. We don't guess, we measure exactly how stressed and dysregulated your child's nervous system is by using advanced insight scans. So let me tell you a little bit about a story about a little boy who was locked into severe dysregulation. His family had already tried everything, over 30 different supplements, detoxes, speech therapy, OT, PT. Nothing was working, and in fact, he was getting worse. Why? Because his nervous system was completely overloaded. When we look at scans of kiddos who are so dysregulated, we can see that their system is in chaos. It's completely stuck in stress mode, and when a system is that overwhelmed, it doesn't matter what therapy you try. It simply can't break through. After working through his personalized care plan, his scan started to show something absolutely incredible: a calm, balanced, and regulated nervous system. And guess what? His speech took off, his sleep improved, his meltdowns decreased, his other therapies finally started to work. So this is what happens when we fix the foundation first. If you're watching this and you're thinking, man, this sounds exactly like my child's journey, you're not alone. We have Moms in Tears, every Perfect Storm workshop that we put on, because this describes their child to a T, and they are so ecstatic to finally find some answers and help. So if you're exhausted from trying everything, you're desperate for answers and feeling like there's got to be something more, there is. It all starts with an insight scan. These scans are non-invasive, they're painless, and they only take a few minutes. But they show us exactly where your child's nervous system is overwhelmed, how severe that stress is, and most importantly, what we can do to help. So if you're ready to finally get to the root cause of your child's struggles, let's take that first step. Go ahead and click the link in our bio to schedule your child's insight scans today, or follow us on social media for more stories, education, and an endless supply of encouragement from us. Please don't lose hope. The breakthrough that you've been searching for starts right here with the foundation. So let's rebuild it together.